Hi, my name's Leslie Banks with Kirby Lines Art School. Today we're going to learn how to draw front view people, focusing on proportions. The very middle of a person is where the legs start. A person is about 7 to 8 heads high. Draw two people, one in the foreground, one in the background. To start with, I'm going to draw the center line so it stays symmetrical. So I've got one person. That line, the top of the line is going to be the head, the bottom of the line where the feet are. Now the person in the background, and it's going to be a little bit shorter. Now I figure out where halfway is. Draw a little dash where halfway is. Now a little dash on halfway on the person in the background. And now I divide the upper half in half, and then that half in half. So the very top mark is 1/8, and that'll be where the head goes. Now when I draw the head, I stay symmetrical, half on one side, half on the other, the top of the head at the top of the line, the chin at the little mark that I made, which is 1/8. I draw it egg shape, wider at the top, narrower at the chin. Now I'll do the same on the person in the background. Now I like to jump to drawing the middle of the body, and I start on the middle line and I draw a rounded triangle for the middle of the body. And then I do the same on the person in the background, a little triangle. I just get used to the proportions on how wide it is. It should be a bit wider than the head. When I put shoulders on, I go an angle line down, and then I'll draw a line from the shoulders to the waist. And then on the little one, shoulder to the hips. There we are. Now the arm goes to the very bottom of the body, and so does the other arm. Now for the legs go all the way down to the bottom, and I usually just do them not a little bit shorter. I shouldn't say all the way to the bottom, almost to the bottom, because people are 7 to 8 heads high, and we divided our section into 8. Now the person in the background, the arms are the same length as the body, and the legs go almost to the bottom of the line. Now the feet, put some feet on, the hands, and then once I've got the proportions, I can now put in the detail. I put in the eyes, nose, and mouth, ears on the side. Same on the little one. The little one, very small lines for the features, very little detail. Oh yeah, I can erase all the guidelines now. I'm also going to lighten my lines so that when I add his clothes, my guidelines aren't going to be in the way, and I'm going to do the same on the little one. I think I'm going to put him in a suit, and so I'm going to draw the neck of his coat and draw a V shape. This part's the fun part, because I know I'm putting it in the right place because my proportions are right. Put in a little tie. and making it look good. If I like it, I leave it. If I don't like it, I change it. I'm going to put a rectangle on his sleeves to look like he's got cuffs, and I'm going to add a hat. The hat's usually right above the eyes. I like to fiddle around. Because the other person's in the distance, you don't have to do very much detail. So just tiny little lines to represent hair and a shirt. And then you're done, pretty much. If you like it, you leave it. If you don't, just change it a bit.